Yo, welcome to the Vibe Providers podcast. I'm your host, Kaitlyn.
And I'm your other host, Missy.
And welcome to season 2.
We made it, friends. Today, the vibe we're providing is cautiously optimistic.
We're calling this season 2 because, one, we came up on our year mark. And I kind of want to just do like season by season.
Yeah. Start at new year, start a new season.
Yeah. And I like this season 2 because Missy will be here with us the whole time.
Whole time.
Yeah. We love.
All right. Well, it's January. People are making resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
People are changing their lives.
Mm-hmm.
People are organizing all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we are trying to not put too much pressure on ourselves.
Truly.
So today we're going to talk about our low pressure resolutions for the year.
Which I love.
We're not making big claims here.
No.
I'm not doing anything an X amount of times.
Same.
I'm not committing to that. I'm not doing something every day. Nope. Can't
No.
commit.
No.
So these are things that we're going to attempt to do during this year if it suits us.
Yeah. If we so decide.
Yeah. Okay. I say you go first.
Okay, well actually I was saying to every one of those, but I do have a number on this first.
Oh, okay.
But it is low pressure. Read 30 books.
Okay.
Because I read 30 books in 2024. And I'm not taking away and I'm not adding.
Oh, perfect. Don't increase the severity every year.
No, I did it and I met the goal. So let me just meet it again.
Yeah, do it again. Okay,
Yeah.
that's allowed.
Yeah.
As long as we're not setting the bar up so high.
No, I'm not putting 50. Like, I did 30. I met it. It didn't feel like pressure. So I'm going to do 30 again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I have no numbers on my list. My first one just says get back into cooking. And this feels weird coming from me because
Yeah.
I literally started on this podcast talking about meal planning.
Yeah.
That was my first episode ever.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've been terrible at it.
Why?
I don't know. Life got feeling like hectic and busy. And I started to be tired and not inspired. It also, part of it probably is because I have kids who just like don't eat most things.
Yeah.
I would not say that they're outrageously picky, but they're not great. And so I'm tired of the same foods that they do eat because we eat those so often.
Yep.
And then I don't feel inspired to cook knowing that they're not going to eat what I make. And then I'm going to have to figure something for them to eat.
Wow.
Like they might eat part of something, but then you have to like supplement. And I just got feeling like blah about it.
I would too.
And I kind of just like fell off the meal planning and cooking train. Like I would cook, but it would be last minute. It would be like, what do I have? What will people eat? And we ate out a lot more than I would care to admit.
Yeah.
And not my kids. We always fed our kids random stuff at home.
Yeah.
That we knew that they would eat. And then me and Mitch later
Yeah.
would find ourselves some dinner, you know?
Yeah, but that's so valid. Like, kind of being discouraged of like, I'm going to make this, but like, I'm going to have to do more work to get someone else to eat too.
Yeah.
That feels like I would go through. I'm sure everyone listening is probably like, you're speaking what's going on in my life too.
Yeah, I swear anyone who has a kid who like just doesn't eat random stuff feels this. And the thing is, when it was me and Mitch and it was just two of us eating, I would be adventurous and cook.
Yeah.
And it's still just the two of us eating those things, but I now have to add kid dinner. Mm-hmm. And it's either the adding that's the problem or the fact that someone is like rejecting the food I make. Maybe that's the problem. I
Yeah.
don't really know what the problem is, but it discouraged me for a while. And I just like got tired of it.
Yeah.
And so this year I would like to get back into cooking.
Okay.
Cooking for my family and cooking for me.
Okay.
And cooking for me is like trying new things, being experimental, and cooking foods I like to eat and not just cooking the things that my kids will eat.
Yeah.
So, and it might mean that my kids eat peanut butter toast and cup of noodles more often. And so be it, I suppose.
Yeah. I feel like you're really like, I feel like Missy's actually really good at like when she even making her kids lunch when I'm over here. I'm like, they're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I would say that I do try very hard to put good food on their plates and
Yeah.
then not pressure them to eat what they don't want to.
Yeah.
But I get tired of that too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm just like, eat a string cheese and move on with your life because it's all the energy I have.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try and get back into cooking a little bit more. That's it.
What are you going to make first?
I have my January meal plan and I've mostly put like a lot of comfort food on there that I'm wanting to eat.
Okay.
To try and convince me
that this is fun again.
Yeah, that it's fun. And some of it is like weird childhood food that nobody probably eats that except me and my family. But to me, it's comforting and yummy.
Okay.
So those are on the list. And I'm also trying to like make foods that are already in my repertoire and remember to like take pictures so I can put them on my Peachy app.
Yep.
Because I've been making new recipe prints and things like that on Peachy, which we've talked about before. I won't belabor it, but
if you know, you know.
I'm trying to cook things that I've already made before and have liked.
Okay.
So that's inspiring me a little.
I'm excited. I love when you cook. I talk about you cooking and baking to anyone who will listen.
I know. Right now, the only time I'm cooking anything great is because people are coming over. What's next for you?
My next one is, mine are going to sound like actual resolutions, but they're not, okay? And I'll explain. Clean out guest room closets. You're like, okay, that's sounding like, but you guys.
Yeah, it could be a big project. We don't know.
No, but I'm already on a declutter kick. I'm already 3 closets in. We did the coat closet, I did the cleaning closet, and I did like this built-in hutch in my kitchen. So I'm already like, the ball's already rolling. So adding 2 more is doable and not super high pressure. So one guest room closet has like luggage and linen, which is weird combo.
But that sounds doable.
Yes. And then the other one is like paper, printer, documents. Just you get a new iPhone and the box goes in there and I'm like, throw the box away.
Yeah, I feel that.
So those are my 2. And I feel like it's a couple hours.
And you have the whole year to do it, really.
Truly.
Seems like you could do it. Okay, my next one is to use my journal trackers. This is new for me. But me and my husband... It's
sounding kind of crazy.
Me and my husband watch people on Instagram fill out their little like trackers in colors and then like see how they look. It sounds stupid. I realize.
No, it's not.
But you know, people are like, what's your mood every day? And they color the square, whatever corresponds to their mood. And then at the end of the year, it's like a whole color chart of what their year was. And it's fun to see.
Yeah.
So for Christmas, I actually got me and my husband journal trackers that we can do together. And there's one that's like mood trackers, that kind of thing. But there's also ones where it's like movies you want to watch. And then when you're done, you can like fill in the stars for like how much you liked them. So we're going to like sit down and fill out stuff together and then try and keep our journal trackers up to date.
I love it.
So it's new, which feels a little risky for my resolution, but it's something that we're excited to do.
Fun fact, I bought it off Etsy too.
It looks so fun.
Yeah, so now I'm like, oh, actually, fun fact, we're recording this on the 1st. So we're both going to have to get after it after this. Today.
Okay, you.
Real quick, but I love watching that.
Oh,
on
yeah.
TikTok, Instagram Reels, whatever. I love watching people's junk journaling, their trackers, their coloring, what it looks like I love.
Yeah, it's so fun. And I was like, I feel like I can color in a square.
Yeah.
I can't bullet journal the way that some people like fully draw out their like month spread.
Me neither.
I'm not artsy in that way, but I can color some cute squares.
I wish that was me.
Me too.
Ugh. Bullet journaling like that is elite.
Yeah. And I think it requires a skill set that I don't own.
Me
Maybe
neither.
just in like handwriting alone.
Yeah.
It
If I
requires
mess
you
up, I'm ripping out the page.
and it requires you to write in a really nice way, and I don't
Yeah.
really at all ever write very nicely.
Yeah. The next one for me is a little weird because you're like, Kaitlyn, why do you have to put a number on it? And I'll tell you why. My next one, scrapbook at least 2 times a month.
Okay.
Because I've only scrapbooked 3 times for the last couple of months.
Yeah, you've been in a slump.
I've been in a slump. And it's ending today because it's the first of the year and we're starting off good vibes. But the thing about me is I don't know why I do this to myself. So I have some to-dos that I haven't done yet. And so therefore, I can't allow myself to do something fun.
Oh, your number is this and makes me do it.
Yeah. So like regardless, like I need to just be scrapbooking at least like I want to be scrapbooking. Oh,
Maybe more than that.
Yeah, I want to be scrapbooking 2 times a month minimum because I love it, but my brain tells me I can't do things unless other things are done.
I see. I think the way our brains approach numbers in this way is very different. Yours is like, well, if it's on my list for a certain number, I have to get it. It's on my list.
Yeah.
And mine is like, if there's numbers and for any reason I've failed it all. It's like, if I say read 2 books a month and 1 month I only read 1, I'm like, may as well give up. Already screwed it up.
Yeah.
It's not motivating to me or permission giving. It's like let me tell you if you've failed at this.
Yeah.
So I have to use words like more or less.
Maybe that's what I need to. I think I should say scrapbook more times a month.
Yeah. But maybe if it's like the end of the month and you're like, well, I'm supposed to scrapbook twice and I've only done it once. Here's my permission.
I just need to allow myself to do things I like, even if like some of the to-dos didn't get done. It's weird that I do that to myself. And like reading 30 books a month, it's not hard. It's like 2.5 books a month.
Yeah.
And so like if I get behind, which I don't typically get behind, I really stayed on track the whole year, which was easy. I do feel like I gotta keep reading because I want to meet that goal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love that. And I hope that for you because I think that's fun.
I got a lot to scrapbook. All I do is take pictures.
Yeah. You're going to be traveling. You're going to have lots of things to scrapbook about. Okay. My next one is just read more.
Read more.
Truly, before last year, I had read 1 book a year for the last 6 years.
That's kind of crazy.
After I had my first kid, I was not reading anything. I was in survival mode, and then I had a second kid, which was outrageous. Like what? What a choice.
What a choice.
No regrets, but the way people are just having more and more of them is astounding.
It's crazy.
It's so much work. I had no time to read. And I also didn't feel like I could listen to books because I had tiny people needing things.
Yeah.
So last year, Milo went to school full time. And I realized I could start listening to audiobooks more because he's my talker kind of. And so last year I really dug into books and loved it. And I read quite a few and some big ones. Yeah. And I do love it. And so I was like, this year I just want to read more often. Not more than last year or more than a certain number, but just like pick reading more. Yeah. Than I do now, than I have in the past. Because it does bring me a lot of joy and I do love to read. Yeah. But choosing it feels hard sometimes.
Yeah, that's how I feel about scrapbooking.
It's like when you get there, you're like, I love this.
Yep.
But choosing it over laying in bed scrolling, choosing it over getting the dishes done and the things organized that you said you would do or all of that, it's like hard to choose it, but I love it.
You're literally describing my scrapbooking.
Same.
Just more. I love when I finish a book and then I can put it in my reading tracker. Because
yeah.
on Goodreads, that's why I pick like 30 books, and then it says like, you're on point, like you're ahead, and all the things, and I
Yeah.
love it.
I love to like text my friend who also loves to read and be like, I finished that book. Like sometimes if it's my fantasy books, I text like my aunt or my mom and I'm like, I finished it. And they're like, did you love it? Because I'm behind on most things. Like the amount of things I've read first of anybody I know is 0 because I've been behind on everything.
Yeah.
And so then we can like talk about it. So I've been reading Emily Henry this year because Kaitlyn told me it was so fun.
I love her.
Just like fun, breezy rom-coms kind of.
We love.
And as soon as I start reading them, I text her. I'm like,
Yeah.
look what I got.
And I love.
And then I text her through it. And when I finish, we're excited. It feels so fun.
You started Book Lovers, right?
I read all of Book Lovers.
Did you?
And I read all of Beach Read.
Oh yeah, those are my two top.
Beach Read I liked a little bit more.
Same.
But just mostly because it's more of an enemies to lovers instead of like Book Lovers was more of like we didn't really know each other and turns out we like each other.
Yeah.
It like it wants to be enemies to lovers, but
it just wasn't,
you know. But it's a fun time. The thing is they're not the books that you're like, this really was like the biggest adventure of my life.
No.
Or this changed my life. It was just like I had a very fun time listening to this.
Yep.
And it was easy and breezy and
Me too.
I liked it.
Yeah.
And a lot of books I listen to are like long, grueling series of things. So being able to just like listen and be like, I finished this book so fast and it was
2
so
days.
fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I love. Wait, I was yapping along with yours. It feels like, it's my
You're
turn.
next. Mine was just read.
Even though I was yapping with you. Okay, so I wrote this down and then I was thinking about it today before coming to Missy's to record, and I'm not so sure it's gonna work. And I'm gonna say it anyways. Has anyone, I'm asking the class, has anyone seen the TikToks that's Project Pan?
Uh-oh. No.
Ugh, we and Missy are never on the same.
We do not have the same algorithm.
No, we don't. So Project Pan is to help you use what you have before repurchasing other things.
Oh, okay. I'm full on this trend.
Empties, have you seen?
Empties?
Empties.
But have you seen everyone saying like no by 2025?
I don't want to be a part of that.
I'm not committing to that.
I don't want to be a part of that.
But people are like, before I buy mascara, I'm using every single tube of mascara that I've been hoarding.
Yeah, that's same.
Some people are taking it to extremes. Like they're no longer getting their nails done, their hair done. They're going full no buy. But it's a trend right now that I'm seeing on my algorithm that's like use everything before you purchase again.
Yeah. So I put this down and I was like, Kaitlyn, you crazy person. So the thing about me is, one, I only wear makeup for special occasions. And the funny thing is like a lot of these people are like hitting pan or like emptying the product and then saying like if they liked it or if they're repurchasing.
Okay.
I have been using all the products I've been using for years. I have had the same shampoo since 2020.
Okay. You're committed to it.
I've been using the same face wash, moisturizer, and serums for years.
Right.
I'm repurchasing the same. I've been repurchasing these items for years and years. So I'm not getting on and going like, okay, emptied. I love this. I'm repurchasing. Like I've been doing that.
Yeah. It's not new information.
And I never hit pan on makeup because it expires. And I only wear it, honestly, less than 10 times a year.
Right. Like full makeup.
Yeah. So it's just hard because I'm not going to hit pan before I throw it away because it's going to be, this is like several years old.
Oh, I understand.
I've had makeup in my makeup bag since I got married in 2011.
Oh, same. I have carried around makeup for forever that I'm like, it's like unopened. But I've had it for seven years.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time.
Yeah, so I throw it away. So anyways, the reason I was like, Kaitlyn, you're kind of a crazy person because it's like, I'm reusing the same things for the last years and have been and been repurchasing. It's literally only to tell you. I emptied this and I'm repurchasing, even though I've been doing it for the last 4 years.
Right.
So, I don't know. But anyways, I have several Bath and Body Works body sprays. So I'm not going to go buy another.
Right.
I'm just going to like try and use them and empty them.
Okay. I love it.
So there's only several things I'll probably be doing it for. I've been using the same body wash for years. I use Bath and Body Works soap for years. So it's mostly just like get through my body sprays, get through, I don't know. I'll find items.
Don't buy more until you've actually used what you have.
Yeah.
I need that energy as well. This isn't on my like resolution list, but we've been, tidy in the house after Christmas, and I need to go through my bathroom. Like it's just bugging. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of things I've been holding on to for years and years, and I've never needed them.
Yeah.
And never used them.
Yeah.
And it's time to purge.
I love
then
purging.
Only have the things that I actually want and use, Because I'm always like, oh, I have this weird thing, but I never use it because I keep repurchasing the things I love instead of using it. So it's like either next time, don't rebuy your thing and use it, or it's time to part ways.
Actually, this is me like, this was my resolution, but I actually want to put it on yours instead.
Yeah, put it on me.
Because you have fun things. You recently went to the hair salon store and got some new items, but you have some things that you need to use first. I want to hear what you're repurchasing once you get through it, but it's going to take you a while.
Yeah. And there's just some things that I use regularly enough, I'm getting through them.
Yeah.
But I also don't go through my products that quickly.
Yeah.
One, I have very little hair. If you put my hair in a ponytail, it's almost unseeable. It's like the smallest amount of hair. And so I don't use a lot of shampoo. So I don't go through it fast, even though I like what I use. Yeah. I don't go through my spray that much. I only style my hair one time after showering, and then it has to hold on. Yeah. I'm not restyling it every day. Yeah. So I'm not going through my hairspray very fast, Yeah. And same, I don't wear makeup every day. I just wear it sometimes. So
I want to be the hit pan person though,
Yeah, and I hit pan on just my few things. Yeah. But then I've kept 700 things. Yeah. Thinking I'll use them, which feels stupid at this point. Yeah. It was hopeful then, maybe, that I would use them. And now it feels like I've kept this for 7 years and I don't need to keep doing that.
Do you like how I was like, okay, this is actually going to be yours?
Yep. No, I need it. Put it on my list. Oh. And I've been watching people talk about the no spend 2025.
I love that for them.
Which I support for people. I know people who are doing it to get out of debt, people who are doing it to pay off houses or cars or save up for something. Love that.
Love it.
I'm known for a no spend month.
2 of them or just one?
I do it 2 every year. Okay. Sometimes more. So I'm not like against the process of no spend, low spend. Yeah. Mine is more just use up the crap you have. Yep. Before you buy more stuff. Mm-hmm. I know some people are doing it to save money, and that would be lovely. But I think I need to do it to just use up what's in my house because I'm a chronic repurchaser, being like, oh, I think I need that. And then I come home and I already have 2 of them. Yep. I do that all the time.
Me too.
So then I'm like, oh, turns out I already have 4 of my night moisturizers. I just thought I was out. So now I have 5. So I'm in on that. Let's use what we got. Yeah. And if we hate it and never want to use it, let's get rid of it.
Yep. Amen to that.
All right. My next one is to make date night with my husband more routine.
I love that.
Growing up, my parents had, I don't know if it was every Friday night. That feels like a lot. But it felt like it was pretty routine. We had a sitter who would come until we were old enough to not need one. And then they went to dinner and left us a frozen pizza,
I love that.
And me and Mitch just get a date night whenever we manage to fit it in.
Okay.
Like when we're like, oh, there's a movie, let's just do it.
Yeah.
But there's no routine to it. There's like it's random. And I would like it to be like we are prioritizing this over all the other things in our schedule because it just gets pushed
Yeah.
until it's like last minute or something. I'm like, let's prioritize it like I prioritize something else.
Yeah.
Like the same way I would prioritize dinner with my friends, let's prioritize dinner with him or
Yeah.
something else to do.
No, dude, that's
And I
for
think
real.
our kids are getting older, so it's easier. I
Mm-hmm.
think when they're tiny, it's so hard to find babysitters who will care for your baby or get your 2-year-old to sleep, heaven forbid.
Yeah.
We're at an easier spot. So
Yeah.
it feels like this might be the year it becomes achievable.
Okay.
Like maybe we start a once a month beginning of the month date.
Yeah.
And that happens every month. And then maybe in the future it could be like a twice a month or even weekly. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I can't foresee that for me right now, but
Yeah.
I feel like we don't prioritize us having dates the same way we prioritize other things in our schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to add it into the routine.
Yeah. That's just looking out for future you.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's a little silly, and I'll explain. That's literally what I say every time before I say what mine is. And I didn't do it today.
You still got time, right?
True. Do my hair more, specifically blow dry it, because it lasts longer. So Missy, she's saying that she has shorter, thinner hair. I have thick, coarse hair.
And long, lots of it.
And okay, it's weird and you might feel similar, but if I don't do my hair and I just like put up in a claw clip, I feel like it will get greasier faster. I can go days, I can put dry shampoo in, but for some reason, if I blow dry my roots and hair, it won't get greasy for days.
Oh.
Then I can put like dry shampoo and stuff in or slick it back or whatever. So I feel like I get more days out of having nicer looking hair than just like letting it air dry and be wavy and crazy and then sticking it in a claw clip.
Even my hair, if I just let it air dry, we got 2 days max.
Yes, that's how
Whereas
I feel.
if I blow dry my hair, I got 5 days.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't let my hair air dry pretty much ever because of that.
I let my hair air dry almost every time. And so, but I feel less put together or whatever because my hair is always like looking crazy.
Yeah.
And so if I do my hair, I feel more put together regardless of like what I'm wearing or what. Anyways, I just want to do my hair more out of the shower so I can count on having nicer looking hair the days after.
Right. That's going to serve you in the long run.
Yeah.
It is very annoying to blow dry your hair.
Yep.
It just is. And I have very little hair, so it blow dries relatively quickly, and I still hate it.
My hair, I took a shower at 11 a.m. My hair's still wet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine takes
barely.
like an hour to dry all the way.
Like it's mostly dry, but there are some little wet spots.
My mom did get me a gift card to the blow dry bar, which I've never been to, but I'm excited. I've actually had it for a while and kept being like, I'm going to save this for like the occasion that I need it for.
Yep.
But I have no idea what that occasion might be. My life is not that exciting. So this year I'm using it because I held on to it last year thinking I need to wait. And now I'm just going to use it because I need someone else to blow dry my hair for me.
If I had so much money that I didn't have to budget.
Oh, I'd be going every hair wash.
No, truly. Like, I would never own or touch a blow dryer ever again in my life.
Ever again.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't wash my own hair either.
No.
I don't like that process.
Me neither. It kind of feels... Sometimes I'm like ready to wash my hair and I like standing under the hot water, but most of the time I'm like, I gotta wash my hair.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the butt.
It is.
I hate it. Yeah. If I'm rich, that's going on my list of things to do.
Me too. I can't wait to be rich one day.
My next one is hurry less.
Love.
With potentially connect more.
Okay.
I'm a classic hurrier worrier. If I'm not hurrying about something, I'm worrying about it, you know? Which doesn't leave for a lot of room of like contentment and connection.
Okay.
And I'm like, I would like to more often be able to like sit in the room with my kids playing and just be content to be doing that.
Love.
Instead of being worried about the things that I have to get done or the things that are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I spend a lot of my time hustling or just worrying about what's coming up and having a hard time settling into the moment. Even like over the Christmas season, I was like, I'd really like to just like sit by the Christmas tree and read and like have a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried a couple times and I still had a very hard time quieting my brain enough to just like be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because my brain lives in the future. And I'm like, it's a skill I'd like to learn.
Yeah.
To like sit and just be content and have to worry about things later and not right now.
Yeah.
I'm a right now person.
Yeah.
I'm going to worry right now for everything in the future.
Because you're trying to let yourself chill in the future, but future is actually looking towards more future.
More future. So then I never stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to do this yet, but it's something I'd like to learn how to do.
Okay, I love that. Jeez, that's a good one. That felt very serious.
Sorry. It's still low pressure because I'm not planning on like taking a course about this.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
we're just manifesting.
Maybe enjoy your life a little as it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's less intense than it seems.
Okay. My next one. Okay, I gotta do this. It feels a little pressure. So that's my bad. Because I literally was getting on you about it. Sell my dang shoes and clothes on Poshmark or take them to this little place called Indie Clover. But I just
sell the things.
I just need to sell the things because I go through my clothes and I'm like, oh, this still has so much life. Like someone else could love this.
Yeah.
So then I put it in this little basket and I do take the things that I know like, okay, this is not special. Just take it to Goodwill.
Right.
Tell me why I have an ongoing basket in my room for years. It just holds the things.
I don't know. Let's be clear, I've never sold my clothes or done an Indie Clover or anything.
I know it can be done because I've done it.
Okay.
I've made like $260 from Indie Clover. I just so Indie Clover is kind of like a consignment. You have like your own booth that you rent out and bring your items.
And they take up like a portion of your profits.
Yeah. And the same goes for Poshmark, but it's just online. So like I have this little account and you can go onto my closet and shop my clothes. If you like my style, then you're like, oh yeah, I would like her things. And I've made I've had Poshmark for years and years and years. And I think I've made like around $1,000 just selling clothes on there.
Okay. So you're like, it's worth it in the long run.
Yes. I know it can be done because I've done it. So why am I not trying to get free money?
Well, how much upfront work is it?
Okay.
A lot?
Yeah.
That's
so
why.
Poshmark, you got to grab the item, you got to hang it up, take a picture of it, you got to write a little description and what size and what color and what category.
This is the reason.
I hate it. But I also don't want to pay I thought maybe I'll get my niece to do it and I'll just split the profits. But then I'm like, why can't you just do it yourself and keep all the profits?
Well, and then it's like, does it feel worth it if you're getting half the amount? Whereas like you could donate it and be rid of it.
I put that on there for low pressure because I've had the low pressure bin in my ear, in my room for a year or so.
You've been low pressure collecting.
Low pressure collecting.
It's now high pressure time.
I know. That's a real
one.
That was my bad. I didn't even bring down the mood.
Well, I'm going to hope for you, but I don't, next time I come over for the pod, just tell me to like take some pictures of crap as you set things up.
I know.
Usually I just sit on this little couch like a princess while you hook up all of the things to the computer. So, maybe you should be like, take a picture of this pile of stuff. Okay. My next one is say no more. I'm a yes man.
Yeah, you are.
And let's be clear, a lot of times I really want to say yes to things. But I say yes too often and I get myself stressed
And overbooked.
and overbooked, and then I have no time to just be home or to just like exist as a human. And then I regret saying yes to so many things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to attempt to say no when I can.
I'm like you. I just say yes, but I really want to say no sometimes.
And I feel like I genuinely would like to say yes to everything, but then I regret it later.
I know. I'm like, why did I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Future me was trying to just be a homie.
I know. I do love canceled plans because I overbooked myself, and then I'm like kind of glad it didn't happen. So I'm like, I need to decide what things are worth my effort and be willing to be like, it's maybe not my time to be in 2 book clubs.
Yeah.
Maybe I should pick one. Mm-hmm. And even though I would like to do both and I like them and it's fun to go to dinner or whatever, I can't do that every month.
Yeah.
It's too many things. So I'm going to try and say no more often. But if you're one of my people out there and you're like, well, I'm not going to ask her because she wants to say no, please ask me.
Let me be the decider.
I'll decide because there's lots of things I would like to have the space to do. And so it's like, I'll do the things that are important to me.
Well,
But I'll cut out things that aren't.
yeah.
But also if I say no, just know that I really wanted to say yes.
Yeah. And you might say yes the next time because
Yeah.
the next time might be like,
I might have more space or more room for that.
yeah.
But especially this last part of this year, I felt like I gave myself too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a hard time enjoying the season
Yep.
because I was stressed out.
Yeah. And you're supposed to like be loving your life.
Yeah. And I'm
Is it-
not giving myself the time. Like now when I have an evening where I can like listen to a book and do a puzzle, I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
But I only have one night every 2 weeks where it's open enough to do that. And I'm like, I would love to not be quite so busy.
Yeah. The thing that's crazy is there's people out there who are just like, no.
They say no to everything.
And I love that for them.
Me too. I can't do it.
Me neither.
I am the first person to pop out of my seat and be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ooh, I'm tired.
Oh, for real. My next one is kind of broad. It's quality over quantity,
Okay.
and it's going to be a lot of things.
Okay.
I've been trying to do that with like clothes. So instead of having a million pairs of pants from Target, no hate to Target, I love Target, I'm just using it as an example.
Yeah.
Or having like 2 pairs of good quality jeans that fit perfect that I love from Abercrombie.
Right.
And so, yeah, I spent $200 on jeans, but I actually wear them.
Right. And they're not a million of them that you only like a little.
Yeah, actually, I just need to stop buying jeans from H&M because I buy them and then they just hold up space in my drawers when I just need 2 pairs of pants I love the most from my favorite spot.
Yeah.
Quantity or quality over quantity. I don't know. Just kind of being more intentional with what I buy or what I do or how I spend my time. Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
General, but good.
Yeah, general, but I just want better quality over a lot of stuff in my life.
Okay. I'm going to follow up with the one of mine that's a lot like that. And it's just buy less stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And stuff means like anything that's not an actual need. Like I'm not going to Target into the dollar spot and buying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to go there and get what I actually need. If I really do need something that's in the dollar spot, I'll buy it. That's fine. But I spend a lot of time being like, oh, that's cute. I'll get it. And then it's like, what am I doing with it? You know?
It comes home and it's like, it doesn't really have a spot.
Yes. Or buying stuff that replaces stuff I already have, but that works fine.
Uh-huh.
So like we have IKEA kids plates and bowls. and they're fine. They're colorful and all that, but they work wonderfully.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing people post online about these like aesthetic, cute ones. And I'm like, you know what? It's stuff.
Yeah.
I already have this stuff.
Yeah.
Replacing it with cuter is not really a necessity for me because what we have works. It's not as cute.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it.
I love.
So I'm like, I'm just going to try and buy what I actually need, not try and replace stuff I already have unless it is broken,
Yeah.
or buy randoms that I don't have an intentional thing for.
Yeah.
Because I do love to just buy weird stuff and then it fills up my house.
The dollar spot at Target is actually so valid because like a couple years ago, I would hoard stuff from the dollar section. And now I go in and there's nothing ever there for me.
No, it's just stuff.
It's not that good of quality.
And it's like if you really needed a Lazy Susan organizer and there's one in there, wonderful.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff.
And it's like a lot of junk.
Yeah, and people hype it online. They're like, look at this cute candy dispenser that's in the dollar spot. And I'm like, great, but I can put candy in a bowl.
I wasn't even in the market for that.
Yes, but you're like, but if 2 years ago, it would have been like, I need that.
Yeah, same.
And now I'm like, where would I put it? Why would it be better than what I already have? I'm going to attempt to be more strategic.
I love us. We are growing up.
2025 us is looking pretty good.
I'm like so amped. I'm like, we are so mature.
I will still be buying too many plants.
Yeah.
Let me be clear.
But that brings joy.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah, that brings joy. My last one kind of went with one of yours is spend more quality and intentional time with Kala, my husband.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard when you have kids because you're doing other things. But I also think it's hard when you are grown and just like can do your own stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That's like, let's choose together.
Yeah. Like, I need to make sure and ask, like, hey, Kalal, what would you like to do together? Because I tend to do like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, let's go do this. And it's like me. So I need to make sure like we're doing things that pique both our interests. Sometimes just his, sometimes just me. There's times when we find each other just sitting together and like we've been doing like those puzzle books.
Yeah.
Word searches, Sudoku and things like that. And it's been nice. I'll be sitting there. I'm like, I love that we're spending time together just sitting here. But I also want to make plans too.
Yeah. And I like that you can intentionally be together while doing your own things too.
Yeah.
But then intentionally making plans. Because I do think that like having the expectation of like always going out somewhere feels like too much.
And I don't really want to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like but sometimes going outside, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. I like that. Mitch this week has been being like, hey, you want to sit downstairs and listen to our books together?
Oh, I love that.
And we each like grab our drink and a little snack and we just sit together. And I'm like, this is intentional time, even though we are listening to our own separate situations.
Yeah.
But we're choosing together.
Yeah.
And that's hard, especially when you've been married a while. It's like.
And we're both very different.
Yeah, like your hobbies don't always overlap.
No. So that's probably a little bit more pressure than low pressure, but we already spend time together. Let's just see what else we could do.
Yeah. My last one is take more photos. I am not a photo taker. I'm a in the moment girl. When people are taking out their phones and like taking pictures of things, I'm not. I am just watching and trying to store it in my brain.
I love that.
And generally I do have a pretty good brain for like memory making. I like capture the memory in my head. But then I go back and I wish that maybe I had some photos of that, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the person who always has her phone out taking pictures of everything. And not that that's a bad thing because we need people who document.
I'm a documenter.
I'm not. And I sometimes wish that the thing is neither me or my husband are documenters.
Uh-oh.
So sometimes things happen and we have no pictures of it. And I'm like, well, it would have been nice to like have one maybe.
Yeah. I love a picture.
Like sometimes we'll like go on a trip together and I literally took nothing. Like Milo's birthday was over Christmas break. I have one photo of him and his cake. That's it from the whole day. And I don't like regret not having my phone out for that reason, but
yeah.
I'm like, maybe I should have taken a picture of him like opening his gifts or like with his buddies. No, none of it. I just took one picture of him and his cake because it's not on my mind to take the picture. And I would like more.
Yeah. I'm a chronic picture taker for sure, but randomly I will go somewhere and not take any pictures.
Yeah.
And it happens probably once a year.
And it feels, I think that it's a nice feeling to just like sit and watch it occur.
It feels so amazing and fun. But most of the time I'm having too much fun. I'm like, I gotta take a picture so I can.
My brain does not go to like, I gotta take a picture. I don't. But then I wish I had one.
Oh, I'm like, I can't wait to take a picture of this. I'm not even at Disneyland and I know what pictures I'm taking.
Yeah. And I have not even considered. That's the one good thing about Disney is that they're like, we have picture places for you to stop and we will just upload it for you.
Love it. They know what they're doing.
That's what I needed because those are the pictures we have.
They know what they're doing.
I have like
there.
2 others. That's it. Besides the one that Disney people took for me. So I would like to be intentional about taking a few more photos occasionally.
I love that.
And in special moments when I would usually just soak it in and be like, this is special enough. Maybe take a picture.
I wish I could soak it in to my core and then just leave. But I'm like, I'm soaking it in. I'm like, okay, let's take 5 photos.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's hoping for a good 2025.
Yeah.
An optimistic one.
I love.
And you know what? We're not going to circle back. So you won't be hearing back about it. So it won't matter if we did it or not.
It will all end with us.
Yeah. You'll never know. Okay.
Bonus yap?
Bonus yap time.
You go first this time.
Okay. Today we're just doing life updates.
Yeah.
Because we had Christmas.
Yep.
We've had New Year's.
Yep.
We've had all the stuff in between.
Yep.
I think last time we updated, I had gone to Disney. So that has happened.
Yep.
Christmas felt busy for me, but I can't pinpoint the things, you know?
I've been there.
December comes with Advent for our family, which for us is we have a little thing. We open a box every day and it has an activity or a thing to do together, you know. And I love it, but it's a lot of work. So we spent a lot of December like doing crafts, baking cookies, decorating gingerbread houses, seeing the lights, driving to the things, just all of that.
We did it.
We did it all. No regrets, just busy.
Because that's magic making.
Yeah. Christmas was wonderful. We stay home, which I'm so glad. Because I don't know how I'd be traveling and doing all of it because I cannot.
For real.
Christmas Eve, 23rd.
Uh-huh.
Me and my family went to the aquarium.
Oh, yep.
That was like our little Christmas adventure, which we love. We have passes to the aquarium. We had them one year and we took a year break and we got them again because we love it.
Okay.
So we had like an adventure day. Then Christmas Eve, we did like food and games and we did like our ham and potato dinner. It went fun. Christmas, Santa came.
We love him.
We had made cookies for Santa. Milo was really concerned about what kind of cookies Santa might like the best.
He likes them all.
Well, I tried to convince him there were lots of options. He was settled on the fact that they needed to be a chocolate cookie with lots of chocolate chips.
Oh, I feel like Santa would like.
Yeah, so that's what we made. I was like, how about like a nice chocolate chip cookie? And he's like, nope, chocolate. I'm like, okay.
Chocolate chip seems like his favorite if I had to pick.
That seems classic. Also, it would have been the people in the house's favorites. I like a double chocolate cookie, but my dad does not. like
Oh.
a chocolate-based cookie very much.
Oh.
So I was like, how about like a regular? And he's like, nope, this is what we're doing.
Okay, he knew.
He also was like, last year we put out Coke for Santa. How about milk this year? And I was like, how about not?
How about I know what Santa likes?
I don't like the idea of just like leaving a glass of milk out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, Santa is on those Coke things. He likes Coke.
Yeah, he's a big Coke guy.
It took some convincing. We left out a Coke. And it did get drank.
Oh.
So Santa came. Milo got his Lego Gyarados, which is, he's a Pokemon guy these days.
We love.
Ren got her Crybaby, plus loads of things. Milo got a stapler for his books. He likes to make little books.
Okay.
Ren got a tape dispenser
They really got the...
because she loves to tape things. Literally, one day I came home after the babysitter and Ren had taped pretty much the entire house. I don't know what the babysitter was doing, but just letting her tape. I'm sure she was content.
Okay.
They got all kinds of things. They're so happy.
You had the best Christmas.
Yeah, we got loads. We're still doing Legos from Christmas. And Ren has been carrying around. Her favorite toy was this little princess purse that has a phone inside and a lip gloss and some credit cards. And she has been hauling that thing around everywhere. And that was $5, and I was like, not the big deal. She loves.
If I had got something with credit cards, that'd be my top one too.
So it was good. Right after Christmas, we had to gear up and go to Cache Valley. My family in the past has always done a Christmas party for bingo, but my grandpa passed last year, 2024, and he was the one who did that. So this year we were like, is it done? Are we doing it?
Yeah.
My aunt was like, let's make it happen. And so we did it after Christmas, because before Christmas is too busy, really.
Yeah.
Especially if we're planning slightly last minute for me. So we went up. Milo's birthday's the 29th. So like we had bingo the 28th. We had Milo's birthday the 29th. We're home on the 30th. 31st, we take down Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And now we're to today. Like,
jeez Louise.
it has been quite the whirlwind of things.
No wonder you want to say no more. You're
Yeah.
booked and busy.
We've not had a lot of days of just like hanging around. I know usually we get some of that like Christmas to New Year's like Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, yeah.
When you're like, no one's doing anything and we just laze around. I got none of that this year. We had so much going on.
Jeez.
I have not known the days of the week, but not because we've been doing nothing, because that's not the case. So, and we're moving into January full force.
Yeah. I feel like there's not like a break from Christmas to New Year. It's not feeling very New Year to me today.
No.
But hopefully we can get that fresh, crisp, clean start.
I think when my kids go back, I'll feel a little bit more like, when my kids go back to school, I'll be ready to like take on the world again, maybe. But
I want that. I want to feel that.
but today I'm not feeling it.
No, me neither.
Okay, how was your Christmas?
So we started December off. I have a friend and we do like road trips together, and that was like our Christmas gift to one another. Is we did like a short little road trip to California, and we took our beach chairs that we love so much, and we brought books and we read on the beach for hours. And
That sounds so nice.
we would eat breakfast, we'd get dressed, we'd get ready, and then we'd pack up our little lunch and our chairs, and then we'd sit there until the sunset. And the sunset's like 4:35, so we still have like a second part of our day that's just in the dark. And so we would do like something else, like we saw Wicked, and then and the next day we ended up like going to like a super awesome mall in Irvine, and it was just chill. It was just like what you'd want to do with a friend.
Oh, and such a fun break in December.
Yeah. But for me, I kind of was booked and busy. So Thanksgiving happened. Then me and my mom went to, and I didn't like, so I had like almost all my family over at my house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so it went from that to ditching my house, going to Disney with my mom, coming back, going to my friend's wedding and being a part of it, then going to California with Emma, and then coming back. And I got home Saturday. I got home Sunday, and my parents came Monday, and they stayed for 2.5 weeks. And I didn't have like a reset for my house
in between all of it.
Yes, like I was cleaning.
So you're like, Thanksgiving happened, and I have not been home since.
Yeah, and so like typically in my brain, you're supposed to reset the whole house when you're having guests. Everything's spotless, everything's clean. No one lives here, no one breathes, nothing.
Yeah.
And so I was cleaning, but it didn't feel clean enough.
Yeah, you're like, I would have liked to like full refresh before we were into Christmas mode.
Yeah. And so I still haven't, like, we're in the beginning of January, and I still haven't, like,
you haven't gotten that house reset yet.
Yes, because my parents left yesterday. And so anyways, now we're filming.
And you're like, you can clean when people are at your house, but also you want to like hang.
Yeah, because like you don't want your guests to be thinking like, oh no, I'm in the way, like,
or they feel like they should be also cleaning, and you're like, you don't have to.
No,
clean
there's
my house.
no way you're gonna be cleaning. Like, this is on me. Like, I'm just trying to do it to feel comfortable, to make my guests feel comfortable. Because if it's dirty, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not comfortable. Yeah. So I'm doing it to like make myself feel comfortable, make sure my guests feel comfortable. Anyway, so that has been like something kind of stressful, just not having guests over, but just like what I think my house should look like, with also living in it, bathing in it,
hosting lots of people,
cooking. So anyway, so that has been like kind of in the back of my mind. But then we did like the fun things, like when my parents came, we did gingerbread houses. Missy was like making me want to do puzzles because she was doing puzzles.
Puzzling.
Yeah, she was puzzling. So I wanted to do that. We played games, we had family over, we baked, we had Christmas Eve at my sister-in-law's house and played Left, Right, Center, which is like my favorite group game. If you have a big group together, you have to play that.
Yep. We played that during our family bingo this year.
Free money. That's what it is.
The 18-year-old won it.
You want to know who won it ours?
So I'm sure he was thrilled.
Tracy, my dad.
Oh, he took it home.
He took it home. And then... yeah, we just did Christmas. We wore matching PJs. We went to the Goodwill bins, which was super overstimulating and overwhelming because I realized that all the high schoolers were there because they were in school. Saw lights, all the things.
You did it.
I did it.
We had quite the go from Thanksgiving to now.
Yeah, that was crazy of me.
It was.
You
stayed busy.
Booked and busy.
I think we both did it.
Yeah. What was one of your favorite presents, though?
Listen, my wish list got checked. People were listening to this pod. People were shopping off the list.
We love.
Like when we did our wish list for the year, I got my heat sealer. I got my airbrush. I got a Kindle.
Love.
I got a sugar cube.
Oh, yeah.
I actually ended up with 3 sugar cubes over the season.
We need.
Everyone was listening to my podcast. My mom got me one because she listens.
Yeah.
Mitch put one in my stocking.
Our king.
And I won one at bingo.
What?
It was like a blind bag.
Oh.
That had $20 cash and a sugar cube.
You're kidding, dude. That is a bingo.
So I've got stress relief around every corner over here.
We love.
I got so many things. Mitch got me Sol de Janeiro sprays in full size.
Whoa.
I know. It was an excellent Christmas for me.
Jeez Louise. I got exactly what I wanted, Apple CarPlay. We all know about Apple CarPlay. That's what you got from
Kala.
Yeah, but we got a few other things, so all the things.
You got that Taylor Swift book, right?
Got the Taylor Swift book and the CD with the anthology.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's like 30 songs.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we got mini ears. We got mystery pin packs. Perfect. We got all the things. But anyways, that's it for me.
Okay. We did it.
We're
in 2025.
Can you believe it?
Nope. But yes.
It's a little spooky.
Well, wish us luck on keeping these resolutions happening.
Yeah.
And if they don't happen, oh well.
Oh, well, it's literally not that serious. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Vibe Providers Podcast. But I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Missy. We'll see you next time.
Bye.